Attacks in the street, the firebombing of synagogues in France and Germany, marchers chanting "Death to Jews." Cases of violent anti-Semitism are spreading across continental Europe, alongside more rational criticism of Israel for its attacks on Gaza. There has so far been no such violence in Britain, but July saw the second highest reported number of anti-Semitic incidents in this country in 30 years, mostly related to trolling on social media. A warning: some people may find the content of this report by our Home Affairs correspondent Simon Israel unsettling.
Images of the past have fronted a resurgent mood of anti-Semitism across Europe. The Gaza conflict is an additional accelerant. Synagogues have been attacked, community centres have been bombed, and the language has turned from anti-Israel to anti-Jew. In recent protests in Germany, there have been chants of "Jew pig, come out and fight." At a legitimate anti-Israel demonstration in Holland, some protesters called for death to the Jews. In France, there have been demands at some demonstrations for Jews to leave the country. Posters have gone up in Paris, inviting people to bring hammers and fire extinguishers for a raid on a Jewish district. 8 synagogues have been attacked within a week. The Gaza factor has had its impact in the UK as well, although not so severe. According to the organisation responsible for security for Jewish communities here, July recorded the second highest number of anti-Semitic incidents in 30 years. But why is what you see in a demonstration, why does that affect the way you feel about how safe you are?
Because there's placards saying "Death to the Jews" and Hitler was right, and things which I don't see what that has got to do with Israel's policy in Gaza. And that's scary as a Jew living in the 21st century in modern Britain to be encountering that kind of blatant, flagrant anti-Semitism, quite frankly.
Well, of course people are less safe because there are people out to get you. This is not Jewish paranoia. This is people who are actually out to get you.
Well, I'm looking over my shoulder constantly. I'm scared that somebody might do something because they recognise us as Jews, and I think it's very, very frightening. Very, very frightening.
They have all been here before, but incidents are nowhere near as high as those recorded in 2009, the last time Gaza and the Palestinians were the target of an intense Israeli military campaign. One sign of insecurity is when people decline to voice their opinions in public. Of the many we've approached up and down this high street in North London, they've done exactly that. And yet, privately, many have recent tales of being spat at or on the receiving end of verbal abuse. More of these signs were on display tonight at the latest pro-Palestinian demonstration near the Israeli embassy in London. But many of the protesters know where to draw the line, and even Orthodox Jews are prepared to join them in a united front against the actions of Israel, in stark contrast to the mood across Europe.